Hey family, it's Chef Rick, the Blind Chef, and today we're diving into one of the most coziest, most soul-warming techniques in all of cooking, stewing. Now, if braising is the slow jam, stewing is the full playlist. Small pieces, big comfort, deep flavor, and a whole lot of love simmering in one pot. Now, let's break it down in a way you can feel, smell, and hear. No sight needed. What is stewing? Stewing is slow, gentle cooking where smaller pieces of meat, poultry, fish, or vegetable simmer completely submerged in a flavorful liquid. Unlike braising, which uses big cuts and less liquid, stewing lets everything mingle under the surface until the whole pot tastes like comfort. When you stir, you should feel a gentle drag of a sauce starting to thicken. Steam should rise steadily, not aggressively. Meat should break apart softly with the fork and not be chewy or rubbery. Allergy note: traditional stews may use butter, cream, or flour. For allergy-friendly stewing, use olive oil or vegan butter. To thicken, use cornstarch, potato starch, arrowroot, or pureed vegetable instead of flour. Choose gluten-free stock if needed, and it will be needed. Now let's talk about the science of stewing. As your stew simmers, flavors move from each ingredient into the liquid, turning it from a broth into a sauce. Meat releases gelatin, veggies release starch, and everything marries together over time. You can finish a stew with fresh herbs and a splash of cream, or even a liaison, which is egg yolk and cream for richness. Tactile cue: your stew is perfectly reduced when the sauce coats the back of your spoon and feels smooth, slightly sticky, full body. Choosing and preparing the ingredients. Stews shine with hearty cuts of meat, like the ones that love long cooking. Beef chuck, lamb shoulder, pork butt, chicken thighs, firm fish like cod or swordfish. Prep time with your hands. First, you want to trim visible fat or gristle by touching the outside and the tougher parts. They should feel firm and rubbery. You want to cut everything into 1-inch cubes, about a large dice. You want to season before cooking. Salt, pepper, spices, or you can throw it in a marinade overnight. Allergy tips: avoid pre-made seasoning blends if sensitive. May contain gluten, soy, or MSG. Use your own spices for clean, safe flavor. Building your flavor foundation. Start with aromatics, the holy trinity of comfort: onion, carrots, and celery. Now, onions, of course, is going to feel firm, heavy, and slightly papery. Carrots, crisp and solid. Celery, ribbed and cool. Then, you got garlic, herbs. Now, you want to add tomato paste for richness and depth. Always a great choice. Tactile cues: onions should feel smooth and round. Carrots and celery should snap when fresh. Herbs should feel soft and delicate. Add dense veggies early in the stew. Tender ones late so everything cooks together. The cooking liquid. Again, you want to check to make sure that a lot of the liquids don't have gluten in it. Beef or chicken stock for meat. Vegetable stock or coconut milk for vegetarian dishes. Wine, cider, or tomato juice for depth of flavor. Allergy note: if you want to skip the wine, use broth plus a splash of vinegar for a similar acidity. Tactile cue: the liquid should just cover the ingredients enough to simmer gently without aggressive bubbling. Depending on your recipe, you might want to lightly flour and saute the meat to create a thin coating. Use gluten-free flour if needed, or deeply brown the meat for deeper flavor and color. After browning, remove the meat and sweat the aromatics, meaning cook gently until soft and fragrant, and scrape up all the fond at the bottom of the pot. Then, return everything to the pot, add your liquid, and cover. Now for white stews, blanquettes, you want to skip browning, keep it pale, delicate, and silky. Tactile cue: sweated veggies feel soft and moist and yield easily under your spoon. No crunch left. Fruits, veggies, beans, and grains. Beans and grains may need soaking or par cooking. Before adding fruits like apples or prunes, add sweetness near the end. Veggies should be tender, but not mushy. Allergy notes. Check legumes allergies when cooking with beans or lentils. Avoid nut-based sauces or garnishes if serving to anyone with a nut sensitivity. Equipment and doneness. Use a heavy pot as a Dutch oven, slow cooker, or rondo pot. Have a ladle for skimming and a fork for tongs for testing. Tactile cue. Your stew is done when your fork slides in easily and pulls out clean. No tug, no fight, just complete tenderness. Now I'm going to give you guys some sensory tips. Stewing is like building a slow, steady melody. You layer the flavors, then you let them harmonize. Taste the music as it develops. You listen to that gentle simmer, feel the thickness as it grows, and inhale the aroma as everything melds together. Final takeaway with stewing celebrates patience, balance, and sensory cooking. Every bubble deepens the flavor, every stir transforms texture, and every moment brings you closer to comfort. No sight is required. This is Cooking Without Limits. I'm Chef Rick, and this is Unseen Cuisine, where every simmer tells a story and every touch creates flavor.